In a new interview, Nia Long is breaking her silence on the cheating scandal with her longtime partner, Ime Udoka, revealing how it affected her son, and slams the Boston Celtics for how they handled the news. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it's been a while since we talked about the Ime Udoka situation. The last time that we talked about it, we were talking about Ime Udoka possibly becoming the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Since then, they have hired someone else. Sorry. Not it being KSPN again. Anyways, so as you know, when the news broke, apparently, according to sources, Nia Long was informed only a few days before the public knew about this affair that Ime Udoka had with a coworker. And if you missed any of my coverage on this, the last video that we did before talking about him possibly moving to the Brooklyn Nets, we laid out the whole relationship and this person that he had the affair with and why she's still working and he's not. It seems as if based off what happened, we still don't know all the gory details of this situation, but according to sources, it was bad and we cannot expect that he will return to the Boston Celtics as the head coach. And I'm not sure exactly if this whole situation with the Boston Celtics will affect his career at other places. But apparently he's really, really good. Well, Nia Long, who a lot of people lifted up in this moment, and the last time she spoke about this through her spokesperson, she thanked everyone for supporting her and that right now she's focusing on being a mom. Now, in an exclusive interview with The Hollywood Reporter, she's detailing how this affected her family, but also how the Boston Celtics did not inform her about this becoming public. So Nia says that, and this is according to this interview that she says that, so Nia Long revealed the devastating effect that Ime Udoka's affair had on their 11-year-old son, Kez. This is a quote. She says, "He still has moments where it's not easy for him," she told The Hollywood Reporter. Long pulled the preteen out of school the day the news broke back in September that the Boston Celtics head coach had been cheating on his fiancé with a female staffer. So Nia says this, "I think the most heartbreaking thing about all of this was seeing my son's face when the Boston Celtics organization decided to make a very private situation public." So she's addressing how they have made a public statement about him not being the head coach for the 2022-2023 season, revealing about the investigation that had taken place back during the summer. So even during the summer, allegedly, Nia didn't know that this was even going on. But that's not the Boston Celtics' responsibility. That is your fiance's responsibility. But they could have done better in regards to this. So she says, "No one from the Celtics organization has even called to see if I'm okay, to see if my children are okay. It's very disappointing." So Page Six writes this. They said, "Although the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air alum initially felt like her, quote, heart had jumped out of her body as her partner's infidelity made headlines, she was comforted by the tribe of men and women standing up for her." She says, "I felt like I was in a bubble of protection." This is exactly what Nia said in the Hollywood Reporter article. She says, "I literally felt my heart had jumped out of my body." She recalls of the media blitz. And then what I found was this tribe of women and men who were standing up for me in a way that I felt like I was in this bubble of protection. And that was very comforting. But sidebar, as you know, Nia Long has been in the industry for a very long time. And I believe she's worked with both Will Smith and Chris Rock. So they do talk about the whole slap that was heard around the world. As you know, they've been talking a little bit more about the Oscar situation because Will Smith is currently promoting his new movie. Well, she talks about this. She says, "I checked in." She checked in on Will Smith and Chris because I'm friends with both of them. That was hard for me because those are like my brothers, both of them. And I guess my prayer is that they come to a place where they can at least be civil with one another and make peace. So part of the reason why you're even hearing from Nia Long right now is because she is promoting the final movie for The Best Man. You know, she's been a part of a lot of legendary movies. But one of the things that stood out to me in this article, besides her talking about what she's been going through when it comes to the Ime Udoka scandal, she literally says in this, and I hope and wish this for her and so many of you that are watching this, she says 2023 is like the year of new beginnings for me. I couldn't be more excited. So the Hollywood Reporter writes this. It says, change is indeed the current constant for Long. The actress is in the midst of moving back to Los Angeles from Boston into a new home with her sons, Masai and Kez. Sidebar, Masai is 22, Kez is 11. You know, I pay attention to numbers, just saying. But you remember when we covered the Ime Udoka situation, so this is just confirming to me that all of what we were hearing is true, that literally this staffer that he had the affair with helped her move and has been in communication with Nia over the years, setting up travel arrangements for the team. This is part of the staffer's job. And reportedly, 2 weeks before this news broke, had coordinated Nia's move to Boston. And then all this broke. So they're confirming that she's moved back to Los Angeles. And the last time TMZ caught up with Nia and they asked about a reconciliation between her and Ime, and she just gave a laugh. Nia, you are a shining light in our arts community, in our community in general. Wishing you the best. Are you guys excited for this new project that she's working on, The Best Man, the final chapters? Let's talk about that and more in the comments section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.